What's up, everybody? My name's Garland here, and I'm bringing you another episode of Minecraft Single Player. When we last left off, I was working on the house, and I think I got stuck in the nether. No, that was the episode before. Okay. Why do these dogs always start to stand up? Like, every time I log in, they're standing. Like, I put them sitting down, and they just stand up. Listen to me, dogs. Please. Why you no listen, please? I don't know what to do today. Probably gonna work on the house some more today. But YOLO, you know? Some of you really had the same thing as I do, where you have that friend that's been with you since, like, since you were really young, and I really like that. I like seeing that people have friends from when they were, like, really little. And it just, it's really cool for me. It's really cool to see people like that. To see people have friends like that, and it's just a great thing. Great. Stupid, stupid, stupid cows were in here the other day. I have no idea. Whatever. What did I pick up? I picked up an egg. Hey! What are you doing? Get out of here. This is my house. My house. Wham. Ouch. Ow. Fight each other. Kill each other. Kill each other. Oh. Oh no. Wham. Oh ho. I'm the best. Well, at least we got to watch a death match between two spiders. I mean, two skeletons. Ow. Look at that. We were level, like, 0 last episode, and we're almost level 3 now. Die, cow. I didn't get to kill him in one shot. He gets to live. It's fine. He can live. Wham, 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 wham. Okay. It's completely fine. The reason why I don't, like, lock up the other cows is because if I, like, just have the cows around, they'll probably just be roaming around. It's fine. I can just kill them whenever I feel like it. Just feed them whenever I feel like it. Let's see. Yeah, I think we need to work on the house because this looks like an evil demon house. It looks like an owl. Look at it. Look at it really close. Not that side, not that side. Look at it like this. It looks like an owl, like the two eyes, a little beak, and then like the two little horn for ear, like I don't know, the little two little horns. And I don't know what that is, but it looks like an owl to me. YOLO, I got an owl house. I'm keeping it. Haha. Whoever wants me to finish this house, too bad. It's an owl house now. Okay, so today's Father's Day, and I want you guys to tell me all about it. I want you guys to tell me what you're doing for Father's Day, what you're like getting for your dad, anything like that. For me, this Father's Day, I'm going to be hanging out with my dad for a little while. Uh, Going to do a bunch of stuff with him and all this stuff, and just hanging out with him. But yeah, I don't necessarily do that outside of anything else. We like me and my dad have a good relationship where um we can pretty much talk about almost everything. And since we don't really like talk that often, it's kind of weird because I have like we live in the same house and we just don't talk. I don't understand. But whatever. Sometimes he thinks like he annoys me and I don't know, whatever. It's I try to reassure him that he doesn't at all, and it's YOLO, whatever. Uh, but it's fine. It's fine. Uh, but I do love both my parents very much, and I'm very happy to have them both. Some people don't have fathers, but for those of you who don't have fathers or don't can't celebrate Father's Day, consider it that whoever is in your life is your father, because it doesn't matter. Father's Day is about a father figure, not just a father. You can give it to whoever's been a father to you. Your teacher. Say your teacher's been like a fatherly role model to you, or any person, your neighbor, anybody. That person can be your fatherly role model, and that is the same thing basically. It's not going to be like, oh, wow, I don't have a dad. I guess I can't do anything today. No, you can celebrate it. You can just celebrate it with the person that's your father figure. Uh, it's not really like a terrible thing to not have a father. Plenty of people don't have fathers or anything like that. and they turn out completely fine. I mean, it's a little sad, but yes, but it shouldn't be because you have that father figure in your life. Your father figure could even be your mom. Like you can have a mom that's your father figure. It might sound weird to say, but yes, you can. It's simple. It's as simple as that. You can have anybody as your father figure, and I like that about life. Is that you can take the good and you can make it anything. You can make anything good or bad. You can make it seem however you want to make it seem, not just what is laid out in front of you. And that's just the great thing about life for me, is that you can do whatever you want, and it contributes to yourself. Like I don't really know how to explain it in words myself, but for me it's pretty simple. Being that just consider it like I don't understand how to word it. It just comes to me, I guess. It just comes in a way where if you have certain things and they're not good for you, you can make it good. Don't dwell on bad things. You can make everything in your life. You can make everything in your life great by just being a positive person about it, instead of trying to dwell on really just terrible things. Let's see if any villagers spawned over there, because I think we have a village over here, but there's nothing, like, there's no villagers. Do villagers ever spawn? I have no idea. That's crazy. Huh. Whatever. Let's see. How long was I going for on that I went on the tangent for 6 minutes. Great. That's fine. I go on way too many tangents. Like, I do have a lot to talk about. Oh, and I figured out the name for the series. It's gonna be called, Let's Talk. Like, you know how a Let's Play works? Like, you name it Let's Play, and then you call it, like, Minecraft or something. But my series can be called Let's Talk, because it'll be us talking about something that's going on. It won't be bad. It won't be. Well, we'll be getting into some like touchy subjects, but I'm glad to get into them because I like getting into those kind of subjects because that means I get to interact with you guys and I get to experience what you guys experience and just see all around what's up with your lives, as well as what you get to know about me. Like I really enjoy seeing. Oh, great! I'm trapped in here now. I thought there would be something cool in here. Nothing. Okay, I'll put it back. There. But yeah, you guys would be able to understand like where I get my experiences from, because even though I haven't been necessarily bullied or anything like that, or I've been picked on, I guess I wouldn't really consider it bullying, but like I never really had the experience as other people have, where it's come down to physical violence, because when I was younger, I would never let physical violence happen. I would always be the one that stopped it, or I'd be the one that stood between people whenever they started to bicker and complain. And that's, I guess, who I was when I was a kid. I was the person who stopped fight, or who liked to stop violence. And I'm still like that today. I'm not somebody that's gonna be I'm just gonna be. I'm not somebody that's just gonna be a bystander. Uh, I would take action, because I don't like seeing people in confrontations, because it seems somewhat wrong to me that you're going to fight somebody or something because of something they said. It just doesn't seem like the logical thing to do, to me at least. It doesn't seem like it's worth it. Like, you're really going to start fighting with somebody just because they called you a name, or they pushed you or something. Like, why would you throw a punch if somebody just pushed you? If somebody pushes you, just walk away. Just walk away and be like, I'm better than this. I don't need to get myself into this kind of trouble when I can clearly just walk away and not do anything about it, instead of dealing with the consequence of having to be expelled or suspended from school and then having your parents come in and deal with it. Because I don't really like having that whole thing of having your parents deal with your problems for you. Because when I was, man, I give a lot of examples from when I was younger, but this is what I like to do. I like to give examples and tell you guys what I learned from my experiences. Because, alright, so when I was around 16 or so, I was doing really bad in school. Like, I was doing terrible. Now, this is because when I was younger, I had a really bad case of migraines. I still do to this day, but I kind of just ignore them now. I don't really care anymore. But I had really bad migraines when I was a kid, and it would keep me from focusing. Like I wasn't able to focus or anything, and that would cause me to to pretty much do complete garbage in school, and I wasn't able to do anything, and nobody was able to help me. Now, I kept having these migraines, and eventually my grades fell like straight down, and my grade point average and everything like that went straight down with it. And there was nothing I could really do because the whole problem was that it was medically wrong with me. I couldn't fix it. So one day my dad comes in and he says, uh, "What are my son's grades?" And man, the look on my face was so terrible. I was so terrified as to what the counselor was going to say to him. And the counselor told him the truth. I was failing grades, and it wasn't something to be messed around with, because this was my future on the line, and I'm failing. I was failing my grades. I was failing all my classes. Well, not all of them. Still, most of them. I was failing most of my classes, and uh, I had to do something. I mean, I couldn't just sit back and fail. But what I did was I simply said, I have this problem. Is there any way I can get help for it? They said no, I couldn't get any help for it. So what I did was I took it. I just took it and I said, okay, fine. And I handled everything myself from then on. I went to I took so many makeup classes when I was younger. I took I took virtual school, I took summer school, I took night school. I took everything you could possibly think of just to bring my grades back up and to make up my classes. I did everything I could possibly think of, and it worked. I wasn't really uh, too much in trouble anymore. I had a higher GPA, and there was nothing wrong with me anymore. I still had the migraines, but I didn't care because my future was more important to me. But yeah, I forgot what the tangent was about again. Huh. Oh, it was about like not letting your parents deal with your problems. See, that's where my problem started. Was that I've never really had my dad come in and, well, no, actually, I can't say that. I've had my dad come in plenty of times for problems with me and teachers because I never really got along with teachers. I've never really had a good relationship with any teacher in my life because I don't like them. I don't really like teachers because because most teachers have like an old school kind of teaching method where they uh, they kind of pick on the kid in order to get them to learn, and I don't agree with that. I agree that if a student needs help, they should get the help they need rather than being harassed by the teacher, saying and using the kid as an example in the middle of the class and say, "Hey, guys, how do you do this?" And then they point out the first person they think of, which is the person who's not doing that well in the class. Um, and you know, having having parents deal with those kind of problems was that I would always argue with teachers and I would never listen and I would never try to do anything. But every time got into trouble with teachers and everything, my dad had to come in and start talking to people, and I didn't like that because I considered myself an adult, and to be honest, I wasn't. I wasn't an adult. I wasn't anything. I was just me. I was just there. I wasn't doing anything with I was a kid. Basically, I was a kid, and I didn't do anything. Have I gone to this one before? No, I have not. This is a different one. Huh, cool. So we found a second jungle temple. Um, but yeah, it was just weird to me because I don't really do that. I don't necessarily like talking to teachers. I don't like. Oh crud. Okay, what's in? Okay, there's nothing here. That's great. I don't really like teachers too much. I don't like anything like that. Whatever free stuff for me. There has to be something in here. Huh. I should really take those pistons that are over there because pistons are kind of like hard to make, or sticky pistons are hard to make. But YOLO. Where do I go? Oh, crud. Ow, I fell in a cave. Great. I should probably get out of here and return to my tangent. But that's the problem, I guess. Is that was just the problem with me. Not everybody has the same ideal as I do, and not everybody has the same problems as I do. But at least some people can share it. And I'm glad that I can share my problems with people, because then people get to know who I am and what I believe. And that just makes me happy, because I get to share my experiences and what I know from when I was younger. I get to share that with people so people don't make the same mistakes. Not to say that arguing with people is a mistake when you think you're right, but if they can prove you wrong and then you realize it, don't keep on arguing. Just accept it. Say, I'm sorry, I was wrong, and that was it. Don't carry on and say, no, I'm right, and then they can keep on proving you wrong every time. And then when you start to agree with it, is when you just man up and you say, fine, okay, it's fine. I honestly, it's fine. When you're wrong, it's not the end of the world. You don't need to start crying because you were wrong or anything like that. There's nothing wrong with being wrong. All you have to do is be the bigger person. Nobody's going to make fun of you because you were wrong. It's just you need to be the bigger person and know when to back down when you're in a confrontation. I like that. But that's just my opinion. If you have anything else to say other than that, then go ahead and leave it in the comments. I'll be glad to read it. I'll be glad to read your opinion on it. And I'd be happy to enlighten myself, to see what you guys think, because that's what I do this for, is to basically give you guys my experiences and read what your experiences are, and combine the two and say, okay, so this is a good conclusion as to what goes on. And it's fun for me, because then I get to learn something about you, and you guys get to learn something about me, because you probably never knew that I was not that good at school. Yeah, you guys never probably knew that I was failing school a lot when I was younger and all that stuff. But still, I'm glad to share these stories with you guys, and it's great because I get to do what I do, and this is great. This is really fun for me, and I love it. Where am I? I think I need to go this way. Oh, ouchie. All right, so I guess I'm gonna end the episode here. We'll run back home after. We'll run back home next episode. So. I've been Garlean. Don't forget to leave a like, favorite, and subscribe if you've already done so. Go to chrisandmike.com for more information on the lovely Attractive Network, and have a great day. Bye, everybody.